Hey, what up, though? How y'all faring? Everybody good? It's your man, your friend, and fan member, Braylon here. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Y'all, it's been a week. Y'all see what it is. It's time for Braylon's virtual tour destination roundup, where I give you a recap of some of the destinations we went to this past week. Once again, in case you did not know, right here, in case you did not know, and take down this iconic intro here, right here, copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Disclaimer: all topics are entertainment purposes only, and none of the information presented in this video should be taken as fact, and everything is alleged. Yes, indeed it is. So with that being said, let me get the banner back up. And y'all, we got some destinations to talk about. So let's get it in and do what we do, because it's time for a destination roundup. All right, here we go. We're going to start off with Marsau and Latisha. So everybody, just to let y'all know, it started out this past week that Marsau and Latisha came on. They talked about Carlos King and the producers, and Marsau did a dig at the producers by saying, if we had lazy producers, right? And here's my thing about it. They're not lazy enough where you want to get off the show. I mean, it was to the point where when someone said y'all should get off the show, you told them shut the fuck up. Now listen, everybody has been saying that to you, that if you don't like what's going on, then get off the show, right? And that you guys are not going to address the Martell interview next season. My thing is this: if you guys are on the show and Melody has the right to be talked about, right, and Martell has the right to be talked about, and Kimmy and Maurice have the right to be talked about. Even Trish and Ken, even though no one cares about them, have the right to be talked about, right? If the Fletchers have the right to be talked about, then y'all have the right to be talked about too. And it's mind-boggling to me because also too, Marsau said that this would be like, Martell going down the street in ish and blood saying mean things about him. I'm just like, okay. It just seemed like they were really flailing, you know what I mean? And I noticed that, when it came to, Marsau saying that, when you want your wife to, be a soft girl, but yet she wants to be a boss, I'm just like, well, that's completely disrespecting her. Because you said, know your role, seasons back about when Tisha wanted to go for her real estate license, right? And so, to me, I just feel that, two is better than one. And not to mention what MJ said when he said he's just as narcissistic and control as he is on TV. I hollered. Do you hear me? I absolutely hollered, because I'm like, let me tell you something. I don't think he was playing on that. Let me tell you something. Kids are more blunt and honest than adults sometimes, and that came from his soul. And not to mention too, Macy and Mila, they both did not want to be there. Like I said, Marsau, like, really, bro? Like, how dare you hold your daughter in your lap and say, am I being a good dad for social media? Screw what social media has to say. If your kids believe you're a good dad, then that's what it should be about. But I just thought, oh my God. Oh my Lord. And then, with the Mars soldiers, right? That you are of intelligence and everything else. Tisha walked up and walked away from that when Marsau said that. So I just thought that was absolutely hilarious. Listen, at the beginning, middle, end of the day, Tisha said that one monkey don't stop no show. Well, I mean, your mama called somebody a monkey, and now you saying one monkey don't stop no show. So I guess the apple doesn't fall too far. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. But listen, either put up or shut up. Honestly, that's how I truly feel about either put up or shut up. At this point, it is getting mentally exhausting of just y'all existence on this show. So, like I said, wish y'all well, but seriously, just stop the cap. Just stop the cap. Just stop the All right, y'all, that is it for that topic there. So in case you did not know, there is a new app called Red Note, and this is a Chinese competitor, right, to TikTok. As you guys know, the Supreme Court today is upholding the ban for TikTok to go away. And honestly, I don't think it's the right move because, to be real with you, it was, to be real with you, it was quite sad that the Supreme Court upheld it. It's like, okay, so you don't want to do equal pay, you want to get rid of DEI, and there are homeless veterans on the street, there are women and children and men being abused, black men and black women are getting, unalive by police because of racism. Like, there's so many other things, right? Flip, Michigan is still in recovery from the water crisis. You got these fires out in California, but yet the biggest thing that you want to do is be on TikTok's behind. And it's just like, okay, all right. Like, once y'all see the ramifications of TikTok gone, I think you guys are going to reverse your decision. Because at this point, like, TikTok is a part of not just the creator economy, but the global economy. And like, TikTok Shop has done millions upon millions of dollars. I mean, it's basically the mobile QVC and HSN to me. And there are some people that it's their whole livelihood, right? Which I honestly don't believe you should put all your eggs in one basket. However, if you have been able to make that basket your own, then I don't think that basket should be taken away from you if you did the work to make that basket your own. So that's just me. I do hope the government sees their ways and cuts this issue out, because CEOs from Singapore, and he has consistently gave that love, grace, and space to the government of that. Hey, listen, I'm trying to show y'all, and the CEO of TikTok talked to 47, and maybe 47 can save it. No, but also too, there's a chance that it could, the algorithm could be skewed to conservatism. So you never know with that. All right, so that is it on Red Note. All right, here we go. The next topic, y'all, this was crazy right here. Dr. R.A. Vernon. Whoo, Lord Jesus. So for those of you who don't know, he was in the pulpit, and he said he did R word, you picked him. And basically he was trying to talk about consent and how you choose your partners and everything and that. But the world got onto his behind, as they rightfully deserve to do, because you do not say that. You do not know who got raped before church. You don't know who's in therapy. You don't know if somebody just got free of an abusive situation. He did say, if you ever been raped or disrespected, my God, I am so sorry. But then you still say that, right? And it's one thing to be hyper vigilant and put 20 on 10 on somebody just having an opinion, but it's a whole nother thing when you are that flagrantly disrespectful, because Dr. R.A. Vernon does have a daughter. He is married, right? So I'm sure his family had talked with him. I'm sure that his team had talked with him. Now, I talked with AJ Scalab, but he said that his team probably did, read my mind. I'm like, no, at that point, your team got every right to say what the hell they want to say. Because when you are a pastor or a bishop, you have a team, and because of what you do, they get a check. And so, right is right, wrong is wrong. You know what I mean? And that's just how I feel about it. So Dr. R.A. Vernon, I hope you learned your lesson from this, because that was really just beyond the pale disgusting to me. It really, really was. All right, y'all. A little bit of fun here, a little bit of fun. Blockbuster, ladies and gentlemen, they are coming back as a restaurant, a bar, a nightclub, amusement park. I really do think that Blockbuster will probably be Planet Hollywood reincarnated for 90s kids. And this pop-up bar was so cool. It was in Los Angeles, and basically what you did was you went and got a movie, right? Because you're renting out a movie, but instead of a movie, they actually made a cocktail based on that. And then they had like finger food there. But I do think that Blockbuster could definitely be a thing. Now, somebody in the comment section of one of the articles on one of the Instagram posts where I said Dave and Buster's has to be swirling, but also too like Dave and Buster's was in the 90s, and also too Blockbuster was in the 90s, so that shouldn't be no problem because Blockbuster owns the right. Blockbuster would be dumb as hell to go after Blockbuster for copyright issues. Like Blockbuster's been around for a long time. Like that's not gonna fly. But I do believe that this absolutely can work. I think that, you know, if they take this model of a bar where you can rent out a movie and have a cocktail, then you can probably team up with Rally's or Jack in the Box or some fast food chain and put that inside these bars. I think it would be absolutely lit. I can see Blockbuster hotel or resort. I can see the hallways just blue and yellow. Or you could have like maybe I was about to say a horror floor for a hotel. May not be suitable. You know what I mean? But maybe you can do like different, you know, colors, you know, like burgundy red, you know, for like mystery and intrigue, and have each floor represent a different genre of movies or films. So movie and film, same thing, but movies, TV, all that stuff. So I think that's really, really cool. So shout out to Blockbuster. And by the way, shout out to Blockbuster on top of that for still being in 2025, because even though Blockbuster may not have any stores anymore, the only one that's left has been Oregon. Blockbuster was on Netflix as a sitcom, and now with this, so Blockbuster is still here through the year. So shout out to that. All right, y'all. The one and only Miss Wendy Williams, everybody, Miss Wendy. She has done an interview with the Breakfast Club. I was up that morning at 7 a.m. I was on Glam Rock's panel as well in the back. I was listening, taking notes, and I did a whole review live that Monday morning. Over 700 views. Thank you guys for that on the YouTube channel. And then I talked about it again at 6 o'clock. It's the first destination. But basically, she said that she feels that she is in a luxury prison with 70 to 80-year-olds. She has a TV, a chair, a bathroom, and she looks out a window. She can call people, but people can't call her. And there's a chance that she might get her phone taken away. She also cried over her dad because he's turning 94 years old. She may not be able to see her dad. So a lot going on there, quite sad. Wendy Williams also did an interview with Don Lemon, and she also did an interview with Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked. I'm sure those interviews are great. But I think right now, just kind of let the culture do what it needs to do, and let's be about freeing Wendy. You know what I mean? So that's what I have to say about the one, the only, the incomparable Miss Wendy Williams there. All right, y'all. 106 at Park. 106 in Park, 106 in Park, 106 in Park. The CEO of BET and president of BET said that 106 in Park will not work for a linear television experience, which I think is utter, BS to me. I think if you revive it as a top 10 Black entertainment news show, it will work, because guess what? People don't care about music videos anymore, but they do care about entertainment news. So imagine the Jasmine brand. It's on site. Neighborhood Talk. Imagine Bondi Blue. Imagine Empire. Imagine myself making our national debut on 106 Park. Like, come on now. Like, I'm just gonna keep it a buck with what needs to be said. And you broadcast it on BET, streaming live on BET Plus. Then you upload that day's episode to the 106 Park YouTube channel. You make 106park.com a Black entertainment news website, and also too, you can have the 106 Park after show podcast. Like I said, BET should be the Ebony magazine for established Black Hollywood, and VH1 should be the Jet magazine for content creators and up and coming artists. And then you have, BET Plus, that is your laboratory for unscripted and scripted content. So I think that's what it should be. But I would love to see 106 Park back with a live audience weeknights at 6/5 Central on BET. Nobody's got you like we got you. It was funny because I said to my mom, I said to my mom and dad, Mom and Dad want to host 106 Park. And they said, bro, you're not going to do it. You're going to go college. Little did I know, right after I said I wanted to, host it, that they canceled it. And then, of course, we had 2020, and nobody knew that 2020 was going to be COVID. So, but I really would like to see 106 in Park back on top there. And finally, y'all, this piece of ish bastard, and I mean the gentleman here, this beautiful young lady is no longer here because this piece of ish bastard that I hope gets handled in jail disrespectfully, he basically raped his 13-year he raped his girlfriend's 13-year-old niece, impregnated her, and then got rid of the body. So got rid of the 13-year-old niece and the unborn child. And on top of that, he had intercourse with his 4-year-old daughter and gave his 4-year-old daughter STD. And he is a father of 10 children. Y'all, this morning, I was so livid on Virtual Tour Live. I said what needed to be said. I could care less about how people felt. It's like in this sector, all people can consume is reality TV. And I'm just like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. But I did see, for example, one content creator, DD Star, shout out to her, and I'm sure other content creators hopefully talked about it. But yeah, this story just really grinded my gears because I'm just like, how dare you do that, bro? Like, I promise you, and like I said, he has been charged for first-degree murder. But let me tell you something: they do not play that in jail. He will be handled so disrespectfully. He would wish that he was in solitary confinement. Because, like I said, if I was the judge, hey, y'all have at him. I ain't gonna say nothing. Guards, you stand back and let the chips fall where they may. Let the chips fall where they may. Let the chips fall where they may. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel about it. It's just, and there's so many women that, you know, they can't have children medically. They're doing IVF treatment, which costs like thousands upon thousands of dollars. You got, you know, AB rights being taken away. You know what I mean? If you cross state lines, you know, you could potentially go to jail. And there are so many men out here that would love to just be a dad, just to be able to give love, good love to kids. Then you have this piece of bitch bastard that was able to make 10 kids. And I'm just like, what the hell? Not to mention, too, was over 20 witnesses for this person. Like, you deserve everything that you get. And to that 4-year-old daughter, I am so sorry to you on behalf of your piece of shit father. I know I did not do it, nor would I ever do that, but I hope that you grow up to know that you are not defined by what happened to you, that life is beautiful, that life is amazing, and that it can be anything that you want it to be to this beautiful young lady that we have not seen her body. I hope that she is in heaven and that God has embraced her and she has been made pure, whole, and everything. You know, God does not like ugly, and he does not like wrong being done to his children. So that's what I have to say on that. Just it's become disgusting, y'all. So y'all, that is it there. And you see here Disney fireworks behind me. You know, I really do love this background. So this is my second time doing this virtual tour destination roundup. We're trying something different, trying to get, you know, more subscribers and more views and everything else. But I do hope that you guys enjoy this. It's a way for you guys to still be a part of the tour, because I know not everybody is able to be a part of the tour. And I really do like this format because it gives you the week that was in a very clear, concise, and contrite way. And of course, if you want to see any of those destinations that I've covered, all you gotta do is just type in, you know, basically all you gotta do is type in any of those topics. So if you type in 106 Park, Dr. R.A. Vernon, RedNote, Javin Butts, Wendy Williams, Blockbuster, Marsau and Latisha Scott, you type that in the search bar on my channel, they'll take you to it. But also too, just you'll be able to find this from this week just by going to my channel. I am very current with my shows. We go live pretty much every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, Fridays. We're off for Thursdays unless there's something in the culture that needs to be talked about. But thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, the depths of my soul, the foundation of my being, for joining me for this Braylon's virtual tour destination roundup. One love, much love, all love. Bye, yeah, 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 yeah. Bye, yeah, 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 yeah. Bye, everybody.